Hello and welcome to another segment of Tea with Teachers. I'm Sarah Boozhagi.
And I'm Mrs. Janet Outlaw, and I work here as part of the learning support team in mathematics, and also I teach Algebra 1.
Okay, so Miss Outlaw, when you were in high school, did you think that you would be teaching in the future?
Absolutely not.
No?
In fact, from the time I was a little girl, I knew the last thing I ever wanted to do was teach school. And isn't it funny how life turns out?
How the tables have turned.
The tables have turned.
So what did you want to do in high school?
I was kind of a jack of all trades. I loved theater, but that didn't seem like a really good career move. I liked to write, and I had a journalism class and was involved in our school paper, but I wasn't really passionate about it. So I picked journalism as my major.
Oh, that's cool. So what inspired you to study journalism?
It was just really just enjoying that. I wouldn't say I was inspired.
So you said your hometown was New York?
Rochester, New York. It's on Lake
Rochester,
Ontario in upstate New York, between Buffalo and Syracuse. Are you familiar with
Not
New York?
really.
Okay, not near New York City. A lot of cow pastures and trees and ski slopes, and yeah, it's nothing like the city at all.
So what brought a New Yorker to Florida?
Well, I ended up going to the University of Georgia for graduate school, and I met my husband there, and we both got jobs in Jacksonville.
What brought you to Oxbridge?
So when I started teaching at this middle school at Bach, I just fell in love with it, and then this opportunity presented itself here to go into learning support at high school. I was there for 8 years, and I thought it's time for a change. And Oxbridge had such a great reputation, so it was really an exciting move for me.
When you were in high school, what were you like?
I was kind of had close-knit friends, and I was not real athletic. I was one of the kids who studied a lot and got good grades. Didn't take a lot of risks. Getting involved in theater was kind of a big risk and was scary. And then I just fell in love with it. It could be somebody else for a time period.
Yeah.
So you know, it was a different time. We had cliques back then too. We had groups of the cool groups and the studious kids, and I kind of floated somewhere in the middle, I guess.
What was the craziest thing you did in high school?
Craziest thing? Well, I really wasn't crazy. I wouldn't say that would define me, but the thing that I did, I think that was the most out of character, was a time when my sister and I were in the library and we were chit-chatting, and the librarian, we had to be really quiet. We didn't talk in the library at all. And the librarian came over and said, I'm sure you girls have plenty of time to talk at home. She knew we were sisters. And I looked her in the eye, I said, no, we don't, because our parents are divorced. I live with my mother, she lives with my father, and they never let us see each other. And my sister's eyes, you know, just like turned into saucers. And she turned to her, the librarian, and she says, is this true? And my sister goes, and shakes her head. And then we got up and we left, and she was like, what have you done? I said, I don't know what came over me. This is not like me. And I went to math class next, and I was just, my stomach just churned. I was sick to my stomach, I felt so awful. So I just felt so guilty, so I went back and I fessed up, and she probably could have written me a detention, but she said, she thanked me for my honesty. And so that was after that I realized it wasn't worth it to deceive people. That's probably the craziest thing I ever did.
This is Tea with Teachers. I'm here with Ms. Janet Outlaw. I'm Sarah Boozhagi, and we are going out.